Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connect with another installment of Building the Team. So, first off, from last time, we did the Devil's Reign based event. However, last week, most people couldn't make it, so that build's been postponed for the time being, at least. Anyway, this week, just a little bit ago, actually, we did, however, participated in a Avengers Fantastic Four Empyre release event. These are sealed, so as per usual, we'll be looking out at the figures I pulled, the team I ran, maybe also kind of maybe a little bit, what I probably should have run instead, but hey. And we got one extra thing that I'll show off as well. So, first booster I opened consisted of Spider-Man. There he is in his Fantastic Four costume. Spider-Man here comes in at 65 points. He has the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man family, reporter and scientist keywords, as well as a trait, Spidey Sense Tingling, which grants super senses. Okay. Looking at his dial, we have a few clicks of Running Shot, followed by a few clicks of Sidestep. On attack, all we get is a few clicks of Incapacitate. On defense, we open up with nothing, but that gives way to a few clicks of Defend. And with those numbers, that's good. That's really good. Finally, on damage, we open up with a few clicks of Outwit, which then gives way to a few clicks of Probability Control. Alright, okay. Not too shabby for 65 points. Maybe it could be a little better, but, could be a whole hell of a lot worse. Next up, we've got Rogue. Rogue here comes in at 60 points, has the Avengers and X-Men team abilities. She also has the Avengers and X-Men keywords. And we have a trait, Wonder Man's Ionic Stability. Gives her Steel Energy. When Rogue hits, after resolutions, you may choose a printed combat value on one of the hit targets. If you do, until you choose again, replace the same combat value on Rogue with the chosen value. Okay. And it looks like she's got... No, just one. She's got one target. Okay. Looking at her dial, we get some charge, followed by sidestep, quake on attack, invulnerability, followed by toughness on defense, and we get some mid to late dial close combat expert. That's pretty good for 60. I'll totally admit that. Next up, we've got Black Bolt. So this guy is a remake of Super Skrull Illuminati from the OG Secret Invasion set. There's also a remake of the Super Skrull X-Men. Super Skrull X-Men figure from that same set in Empyre, though I didn't pull it. During Secret Invasion, the Skrulls were covertly invading the Earth, replacing people in positions of power, and using a combination of mysticism and science to do so flawlessly. One person that was replaced was, in fact, the ruler of the Inhumans, Black Bolt. This was revealed when during a meeting with the Illuminati, in which Iron Man brought the corpse of a Skrull disguised as Elektra to basically show the Illuminati, something is gone. We've got a problem. But while they were discussing things, Black Bolt suddenly spoke up, started talking, and he basically said, "I'm not Black Bolt." He tried to. The Skrull was stopped, but yeah. The big question was, how long was he? How long was he actually a Skrull? So anyway, Black Bolt comes in at 75 points. He has the Illuminati, Inhumans, Skrull, Ruler, Spy, and Warrior keywords. We also have a trait, hiding in plain sight. When Black Bolt occupies clear terrain, opposing characters that didn't begin their turn within 6 squares of Black Bolt can't draw lines of fire to him. Okay. Looking at his dial, we get a few clicks of running shot followed by some plasticity. A full run of the special attack power engineered sonic scream, which reads as follows: free. Choose one. Or choose one to use this turn. Energy explosion with 3 targets or penetrating psychic blast. Okay. On defense, we got some toughness followed by some combat reflexes. On damage, we open up and click a shape change, and we get some mid to late dial close combat expert, which will actually work really nicely with that plasticity, because if you can keep someone adjacent, well, they can't run away, so you can keep pummeling them. Next up, we've got Quicksilver. I'm loving the sculpt. But anyway, Quicksilver comes in at either 60 points or 35 points. He has the Avengers, Brotherhood of Mutants, Inhumans, and Speedster keywords. He also has improved movement in Orders characters, and the trait, faster than the eye can see, which grants sidestep. When Quicksilver uses charge and hits, after resolutions, roll a d6. On a 4 through 6, choose one. You can either gain an additional action until the end of turn. So if you get a large team with quite a few characters and there aren't enough actions for it, that's good there. Or you may place him in the square he occupied when given the action. Okay, all right. Looking at his dial. Oh yeah, team abilities. He's got the Avengers and Brotherhood team abilities, but he's got a full run of charge. And holy crap, look at those values. Opening with a 14 charge. At his lowest, he's got a 10. His speed is 10. Oof. On attack, we have 4 clicks of the special power Supersonic Punch. When Quicksilver uses charge and moves in a direct path, he has knockback this action. Okay, alright. And then on defense, we have a full run of Super Senses. Again, not too shabby. Not too shabby. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I think he might actually be a good candidate, a good possibility for Wonder Woman equipment. Given the Wonder Woman team ability to go with that Super Senses, so, you know. The last one we pulled from that first booster was Emperor Hulkling. Let me just say, I love this sculpt. I love it much. I love it a lot. Emperor Hulkling here comes in at either 175 points or 60 points. He has the Skrulls and Cosmic Energy team abilities, as well as the Avengers, Young Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Kree, Skrulls, Cosmic, Ruler, and Warrior keywords. We also have 3 traits. I ended 2 wars in one day by holding a sword in the air. When establishing theme teams, characters on your starting force with the Kree keyword gain the Skrulls keyword, and characters with the Skrulls keyword gain the Kree keyword. Next up, your conflict created me. Leadership Mastermind. When Hulkling uses leadership and succeeds, you may instead generate a Skrull spy or Kree soldier figure on click number 1. I didn't pull either, so I can't show those off. Finally, okay, have fun with it. As a free action, choose a friendly sidekick and choose Blades, Claws, Fangs, or Exploit Weakness. The chosen sidekick can use the chosen standard power this turn. Okay, alright. Looking at his dial, we have a long block of charge, followed by a few clicks of flurry on attack, or on speed. On attack, we have the special power, the Star Sword, which grants Blades, Claws, Fangs. When Hulkling uses it, after resolutions, you may place an adjacent friendly character or hit opposing character a number of squares away from that current square equal to the D6 result. Okay. Then on defense, we got some impervious, followed by invulnerability, followed by super senses. On damage, we open up with some shape change, we get some mid-dial exploit weakness, and then back to shape change. Okay? That was our first booster. Second booster, we got Storm. I like the sculpt. Good looking figure. Storm here comes in at 35 points. She's got the X-Men team ability as well as the Wakanda X-Men deity and ruler keywords. She also has a rally ability, like the ones from Rise and Fall. This one keys off of opposing D6 rolls, and that include a 5. As a free action, remove Storm's rally die. If you do, this turn, when a friendly character begins a move within her range, they can use improved movement in order to elevate it, or elevation for that movement. Okay, alright. Looking at her dial, we got a full run of stealth. On attack, we have a full run of special power Downburst Winds, which grants energy explosion and knockback. On defense, we have a couple clicks of super senses followed by a couple clicks of toughness, and that's her dial. It's simple, I like it, but at the same time, I feel like a Storm dial should be, I don't know, a little more, maybe some leadership. Just a thought. Anyway, next figure we pulled was Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman comes in at 50 points, has the Avengers and Fantastic Four team abilities, as well as the Avengers, Fantastic Four, and Celebrity keywords. Like Storm, she also has a rally die, and it keys off of opposing attack rolls, but this time that include a 4 in them. As a free action, remove her rally die. If you do, until your next turn, Invisible Woman can't be targeted by opposing characters. Okay, alright. Looking at her dial, we get a couple clicks of stealth followed by a few clicks of sidestep. On attack, we open up with some Quake, which gives way to Energy Explosion. Defense, we open up with Defend, which gives way to Barrier. And then on damage, we have a couple clicks of Probability Control. That prob's nice. Very nice, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on, we've got Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider here comes in at 80 points. He's got the Avengers and Mystics team abilities, as well as the Avengers, Shield, Wakanda, and Mystical keywords. And he has improved movement in his characters. Finally, we have a trait, Spirit of Vengeance. Ghost Rider deals penetrating damage to characters with two action tokens. Okay, alright. Looking at his dial, we have a full round charge, nothing on attack. On defense, we have a click of invulnerability, then a couple clicks of toughness, back to invulnerability, and then 3 more clicks of toughness. Then on damage, we have a full run of Close Combat Expert, which, honestly, not bad, especially with the fact that his attack value pretty much alternates between 10 and 11. So, that's really not bad. Next up, we've got Taskmaster. And I gotta say, I love this sculpt. I really do. Taskmaster comes in at 75 or 50 points. Oh, yeah. Ghost Rider can be played at 40 points as well if you start him on click number 4. Forgot to mention that. But Taskmaster starts off, comes in at either 75 or 50 points, has the Hydra team ability as well as the team player wildcard ability. He's also got the Aim, Frightful 4, Hydra, Masters of Evil, Shield, Thunderbolts, Assassin, Martial Arts, and Soldier keywords, as well as a trait, just like I showed you. As a free action, choose a friendly sidekick and a displayed standard defense power that an opposing character adjacent to that sidekick can use. The chosen sidekick can use that power until your next turn. Okay, alright. Now, looking at his dial, we've got... he is a captain, so, yeah, we've got an 8-click long dial. 4 clicks of running shot, followed by 4 clicks of charge. On the first half of the dial, nothing on attack. Back half of the dial, we've got Blade's Claw's Fangs. Defense, we open up Initial Deflection, which gives way to Mastermind. Damage, we've got 4 clicks of Leadership. Not bad, but without psychics, he's not that great. And, yeah. We'll get into how not great he is later. But next up, and finally, we've got Hulk. Hulk is a chase figure. This is Hulk from when he became the Horseman of War. And yes, I pulled a chase figure. And sealed. So Hulk comes in at either 225 points or 50 points. He has the Cosmic Energy team ability as well as the Horseman, Armor, Brute, and Monster keywords. We've also got improved movement, ignores and destroys blocking terrain, and ignores characters. Finally, we have a trait, the second Horseman, War. If an opposing character was damaged this turn, modify Hulk's attack by +1. If an opposing character was KO'd this turn, modify his attack +2 instead. Okay. I'm looking at his dial. Lots of charge. The special power on speed is Rage given purpose, Brutality given form, which grants charge and flurry. On attack, we open up with special power like Lambs to the Slaughter, which grants Blade Slaw's Fangs. When he uses it, also deal damage equal to half the d6 results to each untargeted opposing character adjacent to Hulk. Okay. Then we got some Steel Energy at a few points. On damage, we open up a couple clicks of Impervious, then we get some Invulnerability, back to Impervious. Next to last click, we got Invulnerability, followed by the special power Single-Minded Brutality on his last click. The stop click, which grants Invulnerability, Regeneration, as well as Safeguard opposing probability control, meaning he can't be targeted by an opposing character's probability control. If he rolls an attack, no opposing character can cause you to re-roll it. One of that power is shown. Finally, on damage, we start off with 4 clicks straight of Exploit Weakness, then we get 3 clicks of Close Combat Expert, and then 3 more clicks of Exploit Weakness. Honestly, not bad at all. And one other neat thing, the guy who won the tournament, ended up giving me what he had as a prize. We've been using the legacy cards for sealed events, so the legacy card in question being Daredevil, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. from What If. And it looks like they've been working on making these a little more readable. Well, I'll give you a look at the figure himself as well. So Daredevil Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. was from the What If set. He comes in at 50 points as opposed to 60. Looking at his, we've got the Shield and the Spy keywords as well as the Shield team ability. 2 traits. First off is Radar Sense, which grants stealth as well as improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. And then we have level 10 Shield Agent. Daredevil Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and friendly characters within 3 squares are considered adjacent to each other when using the Shield team ability. Okay, which the way that works, adjacent friendly characters modify range +1. As a power action, choose an adjacent friendly character. Once this turn, the chosen character modifies its damage +1 when making a range attack. Okay, alright. And yes, that can stack. So if you got 3 people the shield team ability adjacent to one figure, they can all be given a power action and modify damage by +3. Now looking at the dial, we open up with a few clicks of special speed power. Even in France, I can't get away from the hand, which grants running shot, charge, flurry, and sidestep. This thing gives way to some plasticity. Nothing on attack. On defense, we open up with a click of super senses, and we get some combat reflexes and back to super senses. On damage, we have a couple mid-dial clicks of perplex. Okay, alright. It's not bad. You know, like the less than point value helps. But so the team I ended up running, it was hard to put a team together. I always try to do a theme when in sealed, but this time it was not easy. Sure, I got plenty of figures with Avengers, but the points just weren't there to add up. And one of the guys said, you know, well, you're playing Hulk though, right? I thought, you know what? Sure. So, Hulk. So I got 75 points left over. And I went with Taskmaster, because I wasn't really thinking too clearly about things. Won my first match. Oh boy, did I Taskmaster got KO'd. Second and third matches I lost, but they were still well played. Not every single decision I made was the best. To be completely honest, who I should have been running alongside Hulk was, instead of Taskmaster, Black Bolt. Black Bolt could have one, evaded evaded some attacks with scroll team ability, and with his engineered sonic screen power, that could also have helped with keeping targets away. But to be fair, what probably could have helped more would have been running maybe not Hulk. He's the bulk of the team by far. But it just wasn't easy to put something together that was themed, so kind of just chucked theme out the window and went with the chase and something that had enough points. But anyway, that will do it for now. Hopefully, we'll actually get to run that Devil's Reign event sometime soon. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.